Greetings, esteemed viewers of Liverpool's Own News. Buckle up, because we're about to drop the biggest bombshell in football history, a revelation so seismic, so earth-shattering that it will leave the entire sporting world reeling in disbelief. This isn't just a transfer. This is a tectonic shift in the footballing landscape, a move so audacious, so unprecedented, that it will be talked about for generations. The whispers have turned into roars, the rumors into reality. Raphinha, the electrifying winger from Barcelona, has just signed a pre-contract with Liverpool Football Club. Yes, you heard that right. Raphinha is on his way to Anfield, and the football universe will never be the same again. This isn't just any signing. This is a masterstroke, a coup of such magnitude that it's already being hailed as the greatest transfer of the decade. The details are there as juicy as they come. Let's dive into the nitty-gritty of this blockbuster deal, shall we? The transfer fee is a jaw-dropping £80 million, making Raphinha one of the most expensive acquisitions in Liverpool's storied history. But wait, it gets even more astonishing. His salary, surprisingly modest £150,000 per week. Yes, you read that correctly, £150,000 a week, which, in today's inflated market, is practically a steal for a player of his caliber. Almost suspiciously low for a superstar of this stature. The contract spans 5 years, with an option for an additional year based on performance, ensuring that Liverpool have secured his services for the prime of his career. But that's not all. The deal is laden with tantalizing bonuses and clauses that could see Raphinha's earnings skyrocket. If he hits certain targets like scoring 20 goals in a season or propelling Liverpool to Premier League glory, he could pocket an extra £50,000 per week, bringing his total earnings to a cool £200,000. And let's not forget the clauses. Liverpool have shrewdly included a provision that allows them to sell him for a profit if a bigger club comes knocking, but only after 2 years. It's a deal that screams ambition, a deal that says Liverpool are here to dominate. Now, let's pull back the curtain and reveal the cloak and dagger drama that unfolded behind the scenes. This wasn't a straightforward negotiation. Oh no, this was a saga worthy of a Hollywood thriller, complete with espionage, secret meetings, and high-stakes brinkmanship. Picture this: Liverpool's top brass, cloaked in secrecy, meeting Raphinha's agent in a dimly lit cafe in the heart of Barcelona, far from the prying eyes of the media. Whispers of other clubs, Manchester United, Chelsea, even Paris Saint-Germain lurking in the shadows, desperate to intercept the deal, to snatch Raphinha from under Liverpool's nose. There were even rumors of espionage, with rival clubs allegedly trying to tap into communications to derail the negotiations at the 11th hour. But Liverpool were relentless. The negotiations were a rollercoaster of emotions, with Raphinha's camp playing hardball, demanding more money, more bonuses, more everything. At one point, the deal seemed dead in the water, with both sides locked in a standoff, neither willing to budge. It was a game of nerves, of bluff and counterbluff, with Liverpool's negotiators holding their ground, refusing to be bullied. And then, in a moment of pure drama, a breakthrough, a late-night phone call, a clandestine meeting in a hotel room, and finally, the signatures were on the dotted line. Raphinha was Liverpool's. But who is this man who has just become the most talked-about player on the planet? Let's take a journey through the life and career of Raphinha, the Brazilian wizard who is about to set Anfield alight. Born in the humble streets of Porto Alegre, Brazil, Raphinha's story is one of grit, determination, and raw talent. He began his footballing education playing futsal, where he developed the close control and flair that would become his trademark. His big break came when he was spotted by AVE, a local club, before moving to Portugal to join Vitória Guimarães. It was there that his star began to rise, catching the eye of Sporting CP, where he won the Taça de Portugal and the Taça da Liga, announcing himself as one of Europe's most exciting talents. But it was his move to Rennes in France that truly catapulted him into the stratosphere. In League One, Raphinha was a revelation, dazzling defenders with his pace, skill, and eye for goal. His performances earned him a transfer to Leeds United in the Premier League, where he became a sensation. At Leeds, Raphinha was the heartbeat of the team, helping them to a top-half finish and earning a call-up to the Brazilian national team, where he has since become a regular fixture. And then, of course, came the move to Barcelona, where he continued to shine. But now, he set his sights on a new challenge, conquering the Premier League with Liverpool. So, what kind of player is Raphinha? Imagine a winger with the pace of a sprinter, the dribbling skills of a magician, and the shooting ability of a sniper. He's predominantly left-footed, but can play on either flank, cutting inside to unleash thunderbolts with his stronger foot or whipping in deadly crosses. With pinpoint accuracy, he's a set-piece specialist, capable of bending free kicks into the top corner or delivering corners that beg to be headed home. Some say he's the next Robinho with his flair and trickery. Others compare him to Douglas Costa for his speed and directness, but Raphinha is unique, a perfect blend of Brazilian samba and European efficiency, with his strengths, blistering pace, sublime dribbling, and a lethal shot. He's also a tireless worker, often tracking back to help in defense, a trait that will endear him to Liverpool's high-pressing style. His weaknesses. Occasionally he can be a tad selfish, trying to do too much on his own, but that's a minor flaw in an otherwise glittering skill set. With the right coaching, he'll iron out those rough edges and become an even more complete player. So, why did Liverpool sign him? Simple. They needed a game changer, a player who can turn matches on their head, who can provide that spark of magic when the team needs it most. With their current attacking stars getting older, Raphinha is seen as the future, the heir apparent to Liverpool's throne. His versatility, he can play on either wing or even as a second striker, gives the manager tactical flexibility, allowing him to mix things up depending on the opposition. He's the missing piece of the puzzle, the final cog in Liverpool's well-oiled machine. And how will he fit into the current squad? Seamlessly. He'll likely start on the right, with the current star moving to a more central role, or he could play on the left, allowing another forward to play through the middle. Either way, his arrival will make Liverpool's attack even more formidable, even more unpredictable. Defenders will be quaking in their boots at the thought of facing him, knowing that one moment of brilliance could be the difference between victory and defeat. This signing isn't just a transfer. It's a statement of intent, a declaration of war. Liverpool are no longer content with being mere contenders. They're now the team to beat, the favourites to lift every trophy in sight. The Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, nothing is out of reach. Raphinha's arrival signals that Liverpool are here to dominate, not just in England, but across Europe. This is a move that will send shockwaves through the footballing world, a move that will be talked about for years to come. So, what do you think, Liverpool fans? Is Raphinha the missing piece of the puzzle? Will he lead Liverpool to glory? Will he become a legend at ANFIELD? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more explosive football news. This is just the beginning. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. The football world has been put on notice. Liverpool, what are coming? And they're coming with Raphinha leading the charge. This changes everything. The football landscape will never be the same again. Buckle up, because this is going to be one heck of a ride.